Okay, you're building this baseball field. Gonna place gravel in the infield. Okay, and then we're gonna do grass in the outfield. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is a cylinder shape for the infield, because we're going to have to do it as a depth of 4 inches. Because we have to have a depth. And then what are we doing to this cylinder because of the infield shape? How much of a circle is that going to be? We're just going to do a quarter of that cylinder. Okay, why is it a cylinder? Because there's a depth. We're going to have to put 4 inches of this gravel down. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I have to do gravel stuff in cubic feet. Okay, so let's talk about this. What do we know about the radius of this? 145 feet is the radius, right? Yeah. From here to here, that's a radius, right? It's not a diameter, it's a radius because it's from a center to an outside. Okay. And what do I know about the height of this cylinder? It's 4 inches. Okay, that's what I know. And I can't do that. I can't be in feet and inches. So what was my goal? I want it to be in cubic feet, so let's make everything into feet. So how do you go from inches to feet? You have to divide it by 12. Okay, you can do the crisscross multiply if you want, right? 4 inches equals what when 12 inches equals 1? So here's what I did. 4 divided by 12, okay? That's what I did. Okay, so here we go. Volume of a cylinder. Got your formula sheet. We just did this one actually. Pi r squared h. Okay, and then we can't forget to take our answer and divide it by 4 because we only want a quarter of that section. Okay, so that's going to be a big type into my calculator. I'm going to kind of all do it at once.
Well, I did not get that. Divided by 4.
Because I'm only doing a quarter of that shape, right? Like if you just thought of this as a circle, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing, the pi r squared part is the circle, and we're only doing a quarter of it, and then like the depth is what makes it volume.
Yeah.
So pi r squared is a circle, and then timesing the depth is a volume.
I still got that wrong.
Okay, I have to draw your attention to this. All items have to be purchased in whole units. So when you go to the store, they're not going to let you buy 0.33 of something. So would you understand when you're designing and going to the store, you always have to buy more? So no matter what, I have to round this up. Because if you round it down, what's going to happen? You're short of something, right? Would you rather, when you design something, have a little bit extra waste rather than being short of something, right? Think about your flooring or paint or whatever. So what is this in cubic feet, right? So now I want to know how much that's going to cost me. How much money is that going to cost me? And what do I know? 1 cubic foot is $1.50. How much is that? And I know 1 cubic foot is $1.50. So what are you going to do? You're going to times that together. And taxes are included. So we're just whatever we get there. 8,257 50 cents. Okay, are we good with the infield? Let's do the grass. Okay, so the grass is in square feet. That's an area. So why is it area? Because I don't have to go down for my grass. I'm just sprinkling seed on the top surface. So that's an area of surface. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be doing. Well, first of all, I'm only going to do a quarter, right? I'm going to be doing this quarter business again. And to get the area, I'm going to do outer circle minus the inner circle. And somewhere along the line, we're going to have to divide by 4 for the quarter part. Do you see that visually? Can you see if I took, it's like me doing this, right? What would you do to get this area? You would do the whole circle, subtract the inner circle, and you'd get that area, right? And then we would divide it by 4. So that's what we're planning to do. Okay, so the big circle, so a circle is just a pi r squared. So pi times 320 squared. And I'm working with feet, right? The 320 is a feet measure. And then I'm going to subtract pi times 140 squared. I'm going to subtract them. The outer minus the inner. And then I'm going to divide by 4. That's my plan. The outer minus the inner. Circle, circle, and then divide by 4. Okay? Okay, so what this number is the area that I need to cover up with grass seed. Okay, now we're gonna go into how many bags of grass seed I need to buy. So this many square feet is how many bags? Okay, FYI, I still actually have that in my calculator too, right? How many bags when you know what? What do you know?
One bag equals 16.
One bag is 6,500 square feet. So I am going to be dividing by. So I have it on my calculator. Okay, can you go to the store and say, hey, I'd like to buy 9.83 bags of something? No. So what should you order at the store? 10 bags. And how much is that going to cost you? What do you know about price? One bag is 16. So that's going to be $160, right? So there's my pricing of each thing.
Would not want to be him.
Okay, and then I need you to give it as a final answer here. I just added each one up there for the final.